So this is assignment number 33. We are continuing with word problems based on simple linear equations. Let's take a look at one of the questions that is there in question. That's your question number 9. So let's take this to be question number 9. When two consecutive numbers are added, the sum is 31. Find the numbers. Now they're talking about two consecutive numbers. Now when we say consecutive, it means coming one after the other. So 2 is being followed by 3. Now before we do the sum, let's get this concept. Suppose a number is given to us as 2. What will be the next number? The next number is going to be 3 followed by 4 and 5 and so on. Now, I know this number 2. So, let's take this to be 2. Knowing this number 2 here, how do I get 3? So, 3 is 2 plus 1. If I want to get 4 by knowing the first number here, what happens is this becomes 2 plus 2. So we get 4. Similarly, 5 will be 2 plus 3. Now if you look at it carefully, the first number is 2. But the second number, using this number 2, I am adding 1. For the third one here, I am using this 2 and then I am adding 2. Similarly, using the 2, I am adding 3. So every time I am coming to a new number, I am adding 1, then I am adding 2, then I am adding 3 and so on. Now, in algebra, if the number that I know is x, what will be my next number? To get my next number, I am supposed to add 1. So, my next number here becomes x plus 1. Similarly, the next number becomes x plus 2. And then the next one, x plus 3. So, this is the concept that we are going to use in order to solve this sum. So, let's go ahead to solve the sum now. So, they are saying there is a number there are two numbers, consecutive numbers means coming one after the other. So, if the first number, so let the numbers be x, which is the first number. So, the next number, that's the second number, will be x plus 1. So, I'll take these two numbers, x and x plus 1. So, this is the first number and this is the next number. They are saying when they are added, the sum is 31. That means if I add x and x plus 1, it becomes 31. So, now I can get the equation x plus 1. So, these are the two numbers. When I add them, it gives me 31. From here, I can say that 2x is equal to this plus 1 moves to the other side, becomes minus 1. So 31 minus 1 will give me 30. And then I can find the value of x. X will be equal to, this is 2x here. 2 is multiplying x. 2 will go and divide. So 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. So my first number is 15. So I can write the answer as, therefore, the numbers are x, that was our first number, and x we came to know that it is 15, and the next number was x plus 1. So x plus 1. So x plus 1 will be, x is 15. 15 plus 1 will give me 16. So the two numbers are 15 and 16. Now I can verify whether it is correct or not. They are saying when I add the two numbers, it's supposed to give me 31. So 15 plus 16 gives me 31. At the same time, they are saying they are consecutive numbers coming one after the other. So 16 is actually following 15. So we know that the answer is correct. So I'm taking another sum here. The difference between two numbers is 23. Taking the larger as x. So this time they want the larger number to be x. So let the larger number be x. So if the larger number is x, I'm supposed to find out for number 1, I'm supposed to find out the expression for the smaller. So the smaller number will be equal to. Now x is the bigger one, the smaller will be less. That means I'll have to deduct from x. So the smaller number will be x minus 23. Now I know the bigger number which is x, I know the smaller number which is x minus 23. They are saying find the smaller number if the sum of these two numbers is 91. So which means if I add these two, I'm supposed to get 91. So the second part, I can use the equation number 2. The larger number x plus the smaller number x minus 23 should give me 91. So if I solve this, I get 2x is equal to 91 minus 23 becomes plus 23, which means 2x will be equal to 91 plus 23. That should give me 114. So I can say x will be equal to 114 divided by 2, which will give me 57. Now I know that the larger number is x and x is supposed to be 57, but according to the question I am supposed to find out the smaller number. So I can say, therefore the smaller number is x minus 23. Now what was x? X was 57. X was 57 minus 23. So that should give us 34. So now we know that the bigger number is 57 and the smaller one is 34. When I add 34 and 57, the two numbers adding should give me 91. 57 and 34 gives me 91.